Hi there friends, my name is Rachel, GNS Middle. Gilbert and Sullivan is my middle name, and my middle name is my last name. And I am here today to explore the magic of the Gilbert and Sullivan operas. And today we are going to be enjoying together the HMS Pinafore dialogue in preparation for Bridewell Theatre's HMS Pinafore that's going to be on at Hever Castle on the 1st of June. There are two performances, 2 p.m. and 8 p.m. And so from when I'm filming this video and hopefully when it's up, that'll be 11 days time. Let me know what you think of the hair. Shall I wear this wig when I actually play Josephine? I think that might be quite fun. The thing is, I do have this amazing long red hair, like really long red hair. But the trouble is, because I am building this set, I'm going to be doing the dress rehearsal, tech rehearsal as a director. Will I have time to do anything with my really long hair? And does this wig look cool? It's like a 50s vibe, so maybe this is actually quite nice. I got these lobster earrings. I feel like a very sexy nautical Minnie Mouse today, which is, yeah, why not? Why shouldn't Josephine be a sexy nautical Minnie Mouse figure? Also today, what I'm going to bring you into is my process, how I try and define a character. Now, I haven't done any personal work on Josephine. I have directed this show twice now, once for the National Gilbert and Sullivan Opera Company and once for Bridewell Theatre, both in the last 3 years. So I didn't really ever feel like I had to sit down and learn the lines. I certainly need to do a little bit of refining. I discovered yesterday that I was paraphrasing a little bit, but I haven't really thought too much about how I'm going to play Josephine yet. So this video is also going to be about me finding that out a bit. So maybe at the end of the video, I'll share with you things that I like, things that I didn't like, and things that I'll improve for next week. Do let me know what you think of everything. So please do buy your tickets at the link below. Also subscribe to this channel. I've not been posting too many videos recently, but I hope that's going to change very shortly. I have been very, very busy lately with the Grosvenor Light Opera Company's production of Yeomen of the Guard, which is also happening in just a few weeks' time. So please do come along to that. I'm also going to post a link for tickets below in the description box. So please do come along. That's the production that I've directed. It's not for Bridewell Theatre, but I've hoped to have injected a little bit of the Bridewell energy into that show, and it's going super well. Everyone is fantastic, so please come along. It's going to be a great time. Also, you know, I hate to make excuses for myself, but, you know, I do have to look. I've got a little ship's cat here, and she's got a very not matching donut on at the moment because she keeps licking this patch on her leg, Daenerys, don't you? What a silly girl. I know. Oh, no, I've got lipstick on my cat. Okay, I'm going to let her go. So for those of you who didn't watch my Grand Duke dialogue video, I'm just going to put it out there that I do not think I'm very good at accents. Accents is like a massive mental block for me, so I'm going to attempt to give the vibe of accents to some of these characters, but please don't criticise me because I know my accents are bad, and if I ever was to play a part that required a proper accent, I would do some work and get some coaching, but I'm just giving you a feel of what these accents might be, but I am not good at accents. That is the one thing I'm not good at, so be kind. Oi, little buttercup, and well called, for you're the rosiest, the roundest, and the reddest beauty in all Spithead. Red am I? And round? And rosy? Maybe, for I have dissembled well. But hark ye, my merry friend, hast ever thought that beneath the gay and frivolous exterior there may lurk a canker worm which has slowly but surely eaten its way into one's very heart? No, my lass, I can't say I've ever thought that. I've thought it. Often. Yes, you look like it. What's the matter with the man? Isn't he well? Don't take no heed of him. That's only poor Dick Deadeye. I say, it's a beast of a name, ain't it? Dick Deadeye. It's not a nice name. I'm ugly too, ain't I? You are certainly plain, and I'm 3-cornered too, ain't I? You are rather triangular. Ha ha! That's it. I'm ugly, and they hate me for it. For you all hate me, don't you? We do! There. Well, Dick, we wouldn't go for to hurt any fellow creature's feelings, But you can't expect a chap with such a name as Dick Deadeye to be a popular character, now can you? No. It's asking too much, ain't it? It is. From such a face and form as mine, the noblest sentiments sound like the black utterances of a depraved imagination. It is human nature. I am resigned. Ah, my poor lad, you've climbed too high. Our worthy captain's child won't have nothing to say to a poor chap like you, will she, lads? No. Captain's daughters don't marry foremast hands. Shame, shame! Dick Deadeye, them sentiments of yourn are a disgrace to our common nature. But it's a strange anomaly that the daughter of a man who hails from the quarter-deck may not love another who lays out on the fore-yard-arm. For a man is but a man, whether he hoists his flag at the main truck or his slacks on the main deck. Ah, it's a queer world. Dick Deadeye, I have no desire to press hardly on you, but such a revolutionary sentiment is enough to make an honest sailor shudder. My lads, our gallant captain has come on deck. Let us greet him as so brave an officer and so gallant a seaman deserves. My child, I grieve to see that you are prey to melancholy. You should look your best today, for Sir Joseph Porter, K.C.B., will be here this afternoon to claim your promised hand.
Oh, Father, your words cut me to the quick. I can esteem, reverence, venerate Sir Joseph, for he is a great and good man, but oh, I cannot love him. My heart is already given.
It is then as I feared. Given, and to whom? Not to some gilded lordling.
No, Father, the object of my love is no lordling. Oh, pity me, for he is but a humble sailor on board your own ship.
Impossible.
Yes, it is true. Too true.
A common sailor? Oh, fie!
I blush for the weakness that allows me to cherish such a passion. I hate myself when I think of the depth to which I have stooped in permitting myself to think tenderly of one so ignobly born, but I love him. I love him. I love him.
Come, my child, let us talk this over. In a matter of the heart, I would not coerce my daughter. I attach but little value to rank or wealth. But the line must be drawn somewhere. A man in that station may be brave and worthy, but at every step he would commit solecisms that society would never pardon.
Oh, I have thought of this night and day. But fear not, Father. I have a heart, and therefore I love. But I am your daughter, and therefore I am proud. Though I carry my love with me to the tomb, he shall never, never know it.
You are my daughter after all. But see, Sir Joseph's barge approaches, manned by 12 trusty oarsmen, and accompanied by the admiring crowd of sisters, cousins, and aunts that attend him wherever he goes. Retire, my daughter, to your cabin. Take this, his photograph, with you. It may help to bring you to a more reasonable frame of mind.
My own thoughtful father.
You've a remarkably fine crew, Captain Corcoran. It is a fine crew, Sir Joseph. A British sailor is a splendid fellow, Captain Corcoran. A splendid fellow indeed, Sir Joseph. I hope you treat your crew kindly, Captain Corcoran. Indeed, I hope so, Sir Joseph. Never forget that they are the bulwarks of England's greatness, Captain Corcoran. So I have always considered them, Sir Joseph. No bullying, I trust? No strong language of any kind, eh? Oh, never, Sir Joseph. What, never? Hardly ever, Sir Joseph. They are an excellent crew and do their work thoroughly without it. Don't patronise them, sir. Pray don't patronise them. Certainly not, Sir Joseph. That you are their captain is an accident of birth. I cannot permit these noble fellows to be patronised because an accident of birth has placed you above them and them below you. I am the last person to insult a British sailor, Sir Joseph. You are the last person who did, Captain Corcoran. Desire that splendid seaman to step forward. No, the other splendid seaman. Rafe Rackstraw, 3 paces to the front, march! If what? I beg your pardon, I don't think I understand you.
If you please. Oh, yes, of course. If you please. You're a remarkably fine fellow. Yes, Your Honour. And a first-rate seaman, I'll be bound. There's not a smarter top man in the Navy, Your Honour. Though I say it, who shouldn't? Not at all. Proper self-respect, nothing more. Can you dance a hornpipe? No, Your Honour. That's a pity. All sailors should dance hornpipes. I will teach you one this evening, after dinner. And now tell me, don't be afraid. How does your captain treat you, eh? A better captain don't walk the deck, Your Honour. Aye, aye. Good. I like to hear you speak well of your commanding officer. I dare say he don't deserve it, but it still does you credit. Can you sing? I can hum a little, Your Honour. Then hum this at your leisure. It is a song that I have composed for the use of the Royal Navy. It is designed to encourage independence of thought and action in the lower branches of the service, and to teach the principle that a British sailor is any man's equal, excepting mine. Now, Captain Corcoran, a word with you in your cabin on a tender and sentimental subject. Aye, aye, Sir Joseph. Boatswain, in commemoration of this joyous occasion, see that extra grog is served out to the ship's company at 7 bells. Beg pardon. If what, Your Honour? If what? I don't think I understand you. If you please, Your Honour. What? The gentleman is quite right. If you please. If you please. Ah, Sir Joseph's true gentleman, courteous and considerate to the very humblest. True, boatswain, but we are not the very humblest. Sir Joseph has explained our true position to us. As he says, a British seaman is any man's equal excepting his, and if Sir Joseph says that, is it not our duty to believe him? Well spoke, well spoke. You're on the wrong tack, and so is he. He means well, but he don't know. When people have to obey other people's orders, equality's out of the question. Horrible, horrible. Dick Jedi, if you go for it to infuriate this here ship's company too far, I won't answer for being able to hold him in. I'm shocked. That's what I am. Shocked. Messmates, my mind's made up. I'll speak to the captain's daughter and tell her, like an honest man, of the honest love I have for her. Aye, aye. Is my love not as good as another's? Is my heart not as true as another's? Have I not hands and eyes and ears and limbs like another? Aye, aye. True, I lack birth. You've a berth on board this very ship. Well said, I had forgot that. Messmates, what do you say? Do you approve my determination? We do. I don't. What is to be done with this here hopeless chap? Let us sing him the song that Sir Joseph has kindly composed to us. Perhaps it'll bring this here miserable creature to a proper state of mind.
It is useless. Sir Joseph's attentions nauseate me. I know that he is a truly great and good man, for he told me so himself. But to me he seems tedious, fretful, and dictatorial. Yet his must be a mind of no common order, or he would not dare to teach my dear father to dance a hornpipe on the cabin table. Rafe Rackstraw.
Aye, lady. No other than poor Rafe Rackstraw.
How my heart beats. And why poor, Rafe?
I am poor in the essence of happiness, lady. Rich only, in never-ending unrest. In me, there meet a combination of antithetical elements which are at eternal war with one another, driven hither by objective influences, thither by subjective emotions, wafted one moment into blazing day by mocking hope, plunged the next into the Cimmerian darkness of tangible despair. I am but a living ganglion of irreconcilable antagonisms. I hope I make myself clear, lady.
Perfectly. His simple eloquence goes to my heart. Oh, if I dared. But no, the thought is madness. Dismiss these foolish fancies. They torture you, but needlessly. Come, make one effort.
I will. One. Josephine.
Sir.
I. Even though Jove's armoury were launched at the head of the audacious mortal whose lips, unhallowed by relationship, dared to breathe that precious word, yet I would breathe it once, and then perchance be silent evermore. Josephine, in one brief breath I will concentrate the hopes, the doubts, the anxious fears of 6 weary months. Josephine, I am a British sailor, and I love you. Sir, this audacity! Oh, my heart, my beating heart! This unwarrantable presumption on the part of a common sailor! Common! Oh, the irony of the word! Oh, sir, you forget the disparity in our ranks. I forget nothing, haughty lady. I love you desperately. My life is in your hand. I lay it at your feet. Give me hope, and what I lack in education and polite accomplishments, that I will endeavour to acquire. Drive me to despair, and in death alone I shall look for consolation. I am proud, and cannot stoop to implore. I have spoken, and I wait your word. You shall not wait long. Your proffered love I haughtily reject. Go, sir, and learn to cast your eyes on some village maiden in your own poor rank. They should be lowered before your captain's daughter. How sweetly he carols forth his melody to the unconscious moon. Of whom is he thinking? Of some high-born beauty, it may be. Who is poor little Buttercup that she should expect his glance to fall on one so lowly? And yet if he only knew. Ah, little Buttercup, still on board. That is not quite right, little one. It would have been more respectable to have gone on shore at dusk. True, dear captain, but the recollection of your sad, pale face seemed to chain me to the ship. I would fain see you smile before I go. Ah, little Buttercup, I fear it will be long before I recover my accustomed cheerfulness, for misfortunes crowd upon me, and all my old friends seem to have turned against me. Oh, no, do not say all, dear captain. That are unjust to one, at least. True, for you alone are staunch to me. If ever I gave my heart again, methinks it would be to such a one as this. I am touched to the heart by your innocent regard for me, and were we differently situated, I think I could have returned it, but as it is, I fear I can never be more to you than a friend. I understand. You hold aloof from me because you are rich and lofty, and I poor and lowly. But take care. The poor bumboat woman has witch's blood in her veins, and she can read destinies. Destinies? There is a change in store for you. A change? Aye. Be prepared. Incomprehensible as her utterances are, I nevertheless feel that they are dictated by a sincere regard for me. But to what new misery is she referring? Time alone can tell. Captain Corcoran, I am much disappointed with your daughter. Yes, we are much disappointed with your daughter. In fact, we don't think she will do. She won't do? No, I'm afraid not. The fact is that although I have urged my suit with as much eloquence as is consistent with an official utterance, I have done so hitherto without success. I endorsed all Sir Joseph's remarks and added some of my own, but so far ineffectually. Cousin Hebe, although your interference is well meant, I do not think it materially assists my cause. You do not? I do not. Crushed. How do you account for this? Josephine is, of course, sensible of your condescension. She naturally would be. She naturally would be. It may be that your exalted rank dazzles her. Do you think it does? Do you think it does? I can hardly say, but she is a modest girl, and her social position is far below your own. It may be that she feels she is not worthy of you. That is really a very sensible suggestion, and displays more knowledge of human nature than I had given you credit for. See, she comes. If your lordship would kindly reason with her, and assure her officially that it is a standing rule of the Admiralty that love levels all ranks, her effect for an official utterance might induce her to look upon your offer in its proper light. It is not unlikely. I will act upon your suggestion. And I will help you. Captain Corcoran, oblige me by taking this lady away and showing her the wonders of the forecastle. Crushed. Again. Madam, it has been represented to me that you are appalled by my exalted rank. I desire to convey to you officially my assurance that if your hesitation is attributable to that circumstance, it is uncalled for.
Oh, then your lordship is of the opinion that married happiness is not inconsistent with discrepancy in rank?
I am officially of that opinion.
That the high and the lowly may be truly happy together, provided that they truly love one another?
Madam, I desire to convey to you officially my opinion that love is a platform upon which all ranks meet.
I thank you, Sir Joseph. I did hesitate, but I will hesitate no longer. He little thinks how eloquently he has pleaded his rival's cause.
Sir Joseph, I cannot express to you my delight at the happy result of your eloquence. Your argument was unanswerable. Captain Corcoran, it is one of the happiest characteristics of this glorious country that official utterances are invariably regarded as unanswerable. At last, my fond hopes are to be crowned. My only daughter is to be the bride of a cabinet minister. The prospect is Elysian. Captain, did I? You hear? Don't shrink from me, Captain. I'm unpleasant to look at, and my name's again me, but I ain't as bad as I seem. What would you with me? I've come to give you warning. Indeed, do you propose to leave the Navy, then? No, you misunderstand me. Listen. Now tell me, fine fellow, for you are a fine fellow. Yes, Your Honour. How came your captain so far to forget himself? I'm quite sure you had given him no cause for annoyance.
Please, Your Honour, it was thuswise. You see, I'm only a top man, a mere foremast hand.
Don't be ashamed of that. Your position as a top man is a very exalted one.
Well, Your Honour, love burns as brightly in the forecastle as it does on the quarter-deck, and Josephine is the fairest bud that ever blossomed upon the tree of a poor fellow's wildest hopes.
Darling,
she is the figurehead of my ship of life, the bright beacon that guides me into my port of happiness. That the rarest, the purest gem that ever sparkled on a poor but worthy fellow's trusting brow.
Very pretty, very pretty. Insolent sailor, you shall repent this outrage. Seize him.
Oh, Sir Joseph, spare him, for I love him tenderly.
Pray, don't. I will teach this presumptuous mariner to discipline his affections. Have you such a thing as a dungeon on board?
We have.
I have. Then load him with chains and take him there at once.
Then I am to understand that Captain Corcoran and Rafe were exchanged in childhood's happy hour, that Rafe is really the captain and the captain is Rafe?
That is the idea I intended to convey, officially. And very well you have conveyed it.
Aye, Your Honour.
Dear me, let them appear before me at once.
My father, a common sailor.
It is hard, is it not, my dear? This is a very singular occurrence. I congratulate you both. Desire that remarkably fine seaman to step forward. Corcoran, 3 paces to the front, march! If what? If what? I don't think I understand you. If you please. The gentleman is quite right. If you please.
Oh, if you please.
You are an extremely fine fellow. Yes, Your Honour. So it seems that you were Rafe and Rafe was you. So it seems, Your Honour. Well, I need not tell you that after this change in your condition a marriage with your daughter will be out of the question.
Don't say that, Your Honour. Love levels all ranks.
It does to a considerable extent, but it does not level them as much as that. Here, take her, sir, and mind you treat her kindly.
Oh, bliss! Oh, rapture! Oh, rapture! Oh, bliss!
Sad my lot and sorry. What shall I do? I cannot live alone. Fear nothing. While I live, I'll not desert you. I'll soothe and comfort your declining days. No, don't do that. Yes, but indeed, I'd rather. Tomorrow morn our vows shall all be plighted, 3 loving pairs on the same day, united.
So that was really fun. I had a good time doing that. It's definitely helped me a lot kind of thinking about how heroic Rafe is and also how unpleasant I think Josephine can come across, but at the end of the day she's still a very likable character. So I think that's the main thing I'm going to try and do next Saturday. I'm going to try and be as likable as possible, because I always like to be likable on stage. So, and I'll do that by connecting with the audience, but also at the same time show that she was raised in this world where she believes that she is literally a higher person than this sailor, and she does feel very embarrassed about it. Like, I want to take her words of the captain as being true, and I want to play that scene with Rafe as less petulantly offended and more just very frightened of her own feelings, because I don't like it when I see Josephine being just angry with Rafe. I much prefer to see that there's a real battle there going on. I definitely want to portray that. Let me know what you guys think. I'm excited about doing this next weekend. I hope you all come along, and I really hope you enjoy it. Come say hi to me afterwards. Tell me how you like my videos. Let me know what other videos you'd like to see. I'm still yet to record the Thespis dialogue as well. That's one I'm really looking forward to, because that's not one that people know very well. So that'll be one of the next things I'm going to do. I've also got William Remmers coming to join me in HMS Pinafore. He'll be playing the captain, and we're going to start thinking about the Grand Duke, which is happening in September. We're going to dress up in some of our costumes, take some pictures, film some stuff. We're going to have a good time, and you're all invited. Please subscribe to this channel, and we'll see you next time.